Hi, my beautiful lights. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So, in the energies, something about almost getting to your harvest. You're about ready to put down some of these burdens, some of these insecurities, some of these things you've been carrying in your life that isn't worthy, doesn't need to be there. So, in this version, the house is right there. He's carrying all these staffs to his house to maintain, to have all this big harvest. So you're putting in the work, but sometimes we don't need to carry as much as that we're carrying. So go ahead and put some of that down, and know that a harvest is right here anyway. Okay. So you can always, let's see, yeah. Ace of Cups, this is about you really loving yourself, taking care of yourself, filling up your own cup here. I'm loving that. This is energy of just, movement of energy. You're really doing things to care for yourself, to nurture yourself, to love yourself. And Spirit saying it's working. It's working. It's going to relieve some burdens here. And you're going to get a harvest here. Yeah, there's a magician sneak peeking. And they came out in my other, it was coming out in my meditations before today's energy. And it's all talking about a manifestation coming in, but it has to do with, you maintaining this balance, no longer juggling, like releasing some of this crap because you don't need to carry it, okay? Because there is a manifestation coming in. This Knight of Swords, are you serious? Look at that. Look at you charging into this new, and look, I was just saying new adventure. And look, there's the Fool. You're charging into a new adventure. You're like going for it. You're just like, you don't even care. You're like, I'm being the creator of my reality. I'm creating it, dudes. I know that there's challenges and I know that things are going to come along, but I will release it. I'm going to put that energy down and I'm going to refill my own cup and I'm going to love myself, right? Fucking Ace of Cups. I'm going to really take care of myself because I want this. I have to look at it from a different perspective. I already put the hard work into it. Hangman, Eight of Pentacles. I am moving this energy because I am taking the actions and steps to do it, along co-creating with my higher self, with God, the universe, whatever you want to say. But I really believe it's our higher selves is the most important, really, because we are all God. We are all creation. Anyway, so it's like bringing that knowledge, Page of Swords, what was that in this reading? Might have been, it's in the energies with you guys, so it doesn't matter. But learning the information that you need and going for it. Yeah, we just see you loving yourself, nurturing yourself, filling up your own cup. And that's moving energies. That is transformation, baby, death, and rebirth. You're going through awakening, some of you. Truly are. And it's very powerful because you bossed up. Capricorn energy, the world here. Yeah. Look at your confidence, Leo energy, the inner strength. You tamed that inner critic, that inner beast. You are bossing up with your confidence, with the awareness of the knowledge that you carry. You know that you are it. You are that it person. See? Manifestation. You know that you are it. You are the creator, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. So why aren't you on the table? You know what I mean? As if this card means for everybody because we're all creators, so why isn't it for you on the table? Why isn't it that your manifestations aren't coming in, right? So we have to have faith. We have to believe. Fool card, right? 411 on my timer. Information that we need to learn and see how this universe works, how we are this creative beings, how we need to manifest our realities, each step that we do. And we charge towards us having blind faith, right? So of course, they're being cautious. You don't want to step off the cliff, but Spirit's saying, no, they're charging for it. They're having faith and they're completing that portal. This is that world. This is creating the world that you really want, regardless of the challenges that come. 444 on my timer, protection, stability, Archangel Michael. This portal is opening up for your security. It's for your growth. It's for expansion. It's for this new earth, baby. And that has to do with that divine love and having this faith and believing in yourself, believing in the magic here. Don't forget who you are. Do not. The matrix of your world can make you, like feel invisible sometimes, because the power of your world can really overwhelm us. We end up juggling and dancing around, doing the dance of the matrix, right? Doing the dance of your matrix, right? So in this awakening, we have to realize that none of us were meant to fit into our matrix. We are very powerful spiritual beings. And this societal way, like the government or all these other things, this is like to govern your mind. We weren't supposed to do that. We're supposed to be creators right here, this right here. And that's what's going on right now, 555. Major changes, happening in this world, in our realities, not just in America, but all over the world, globally. This has to do with awakening to the spiritual knowledge and remembering who we truly are as these massive creators. 606, when I looked up, that's Kentucky's area code. Hi, my girl. Saying hi to my friend. Dawn. Anyway, so, we have you really gathering up your faith, taking very little else with you, because you know the power of your creation. You know the powers of you, so in divine, that's why it's divine timing, right? Page of Wands. Look at this. Page of Wands, you being inspired to create. You really getting inspired now, taking action, because it's up to you. There's nothing on the outside that's going to affect and come and change that. You have to make those changes in inspired action. Page of Wands. You have to go for it. You have to make, charge towards this adventure that you are wanting to create and go on. You have to have the powers and the inner strength to master that and to do it. And it's all about that transformation, death and rebirth. We see who we are. We remember who we are. And we put that Pisces energy, really, really stepping into the ethers of that spirituality. And also, we remember the 444, it came up, and there it is again, making that Archangel Michael and stability coming in. This is about your protection here also, knowing that you're protected as you are discovering your inspirations, what gives you that spark of life. You are in there creating and taking care of yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, using the ultimate abilities of this whole body and creation and power of what we are. We are the ultimate creators on this planet, period. There's nothing bigger. There is nothing bigger. Now 8:08 when I looked up at the timer. So this is like about you, focus. You're focused on something, on the things, you were focused, feeling discontent, like your life wasn't anything. But Spirit's saying, no, man, your life, and you do have a purpose, and it's coming in, and you're going to see it. And this is that manifestation, So really obtain that inner strength. Really have to believe in the magic, loving yourself, creating, not being stuck in your own mind. Devil, see? Not being stuck. Look at this. Sudden change. Tower. There's an end to all that. Look at that. Unreal. 8 of Swords. Devil. 8 of Swords, the devil, and the Tower. So there's sudden, massive, uphealing, change here coming in your life, because you are not stuck, collective. You're not. Your manifestations are coming in. Your inspirations, your motivations. 9/11, help is on the way. Telling you, baby. It's saying it. We have 1010, could be angel numbers that are auspicious to you also. Okay, so this is an end to laying down some burdens, man. Changing up and not being bored in your reality, but really creating the reality that you want, knowing the power and remembering who you are, right? You will never be left out in the cold. This is your destiny and fate to remember. Yeah! I love that, Spirit. I love that. I love you guys so very much. I hope you got something out of this reading. I'm sending you so much love your way. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, magical day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.